Last time we finished reading this sutta, 8 reasons for giving. Today we are going to continue with this sutta, the gift of food. On one occasion, the Blessed One was dwelling among the Kalyans at a town called Sajanela. One morning, the Blessed One dressed, took his upper robe and bowl, and went to the dwelling of Supawasa. A Kalyan lady, having arrived there, he sat down on the seat prepared for him. The Kalyan lady, Supawasa, tended to the Blessed One personally and served him with various kinds of delicious food. When the Blessed One had finished his meal and had withdrawn his hand from the bowl, the Kalyan lady Supawasa sat down to one side, and the Blessed One addressed her as follows. Okay. Supawasa, a noble female disciple, by giving food, gives 4 things to those who receive it. What for? She gives long life, beauty, happiness, and strength. By giving long life, she herself will be endowed with long life, human or divine. By giving beauty, she herself will be endowed with beauty, human or divine. By giving happiness, she herself will be endowed with happiness, human or divine. By giving strength, she herself will be endowed with strength, human or divine. A noble female disciple, by giving food, gives those 4 things to those who receive it. From Anguttara Nikaya 457. Okay, so this sutta talks about giving food. Yeah, doesn't mention who to give. Yeah. By giving food, gives 4 things to those who receive it. So it can be ascetics, it can be the poor, or you can even sometimes treat your friends. And then this will be the benefit: long life, beauty, happiness, and strength. Okay, next sutta is the Lin Toy. Would you like to read?
A superior person's gifts. There are, O monks, these 5 gifts of a superior person. What 5? He gives a gift out of faith. He gives a gift respectfully. He gives a gift at the right time. He gives a gift with a generous heart. He gives a gift without denigration. Because he gives a gift out of faith, wherever the result of that gift repents, he becomes rich, affluent, and wealthy. And he is handsome, comely, graceful, endowed with supreme beauty of complexion.
Thanks, Sister Lin Toy. This sutta talks about 5 gifts of a superior person. What 5? All of this, the one that Sister Lin Toy just read. Out of faith, respectfully, at the right time, with a generous heart, without denigration. What is denigration? Let's take a look at the dictionary. The action of unfairly criticizing someone or something. Okay, so let's continue reading first. We have finished reading the first one, a gift out of faith. Sister Shrawmay, would you like to continue?
Because he gives a gift respectfully, whenever the result of that gift ripens, he becomes rich, affluent, and wealthy. And his children and wives, his slaves, messengers, and workers are obedient, lend their ears to him, and apply their minds to understand him. because he gives a gift at the right time, wherever the result of that gift ripens, he becomes rich, affluent, and wealthy, and benefits come to him at the right time in abundant measure. Okay. You want me to continue?
It's okay. Thanks, Sister Sharmi. So the second one is giving respectfully, and the third one is giving at the right time. Okay, Sister Aikim, would you like to continue?
Because he gives a gift with a generous heart. Wherever the result of that gift ripens, he becomes rich, affluent, and wealthy, and his mind inclines to the enjoyment of excellent things among the 5 courts of sensual pleasures. Because he gives a gift without denigrating himself and others, wherever the result of that gift ripens, he becomes rich, affluent, and wealthy, and no loss of his wealth takes place from any quarter, whether from fire, floods, the king, bandits, or unloved heirs. These monks are the 5 gifts of a superior person. From Anuttara Nikaya 5, session 148.
Okay, thanks, Sister Aikim. This is the fourth one, giving with a generous heart, and the last one, giving without denigrating himself and others. For each one, let's think of maybe a few examples. The first one, giving out of faith. Yeah, what does that mean? What is the example? Giving out of faith. Some people maybe go to temple and they have a lot of faith in the triple gems, and then they dana food, dana materials. So this could be giving out of faith. Another example would be, this is a little bit tricky. Sometimes maybe you experience that your friends come to you and they say, "Oh, I'm in dire need of money." Yeah, if it's a friend that you trust enough, you have known for a long time, perhaps you wouldn't ask questions that much. Maybe just a few questions. Oh, what is it for? Oh, why do you need it? Yeah. After just a few questions, maybe you just, okay, let me send it to you. But it is some long-time friends you haven't talked for a while, maybe it's more suspicious. Yeah. So this one, we have to make our own judgment, whether we want to give out of faith to that friend. Any other examples you can think of? Okay, the second one, giving respectfully. Yeah, how does one give not so respectfully? Okay, I think one example I recall Shifu gave, sometimes when we already working and earning money, we like gives ang pao to our parents as a filial piety. Yeah. So there's a way, okay, Shifu mentioned a way to do it respectfully and a way to do it not so respectfully. So not so respectfully, you can just every month gyro to your bank account. So it feels like very transactional. Then how did Shifu describe giving to your parents respectfully? So every month, pack the money nicely in an ang pao, and then go to your parents and then kneel and then give the ang pao like this. So perhaps this is one way to give your parents respectfully. And then giving at the right time, the third one. So how can one give something at the wrong time? Can you guys think of examples? Let's say someone, your friend, is at the hospital. So What's the wrong thing to give at the hospital? Maybe you give him a treadmill when he's at the hospital. So probably that's the wrong time. Any other example?
For instance, sometimes out of a good heart, we want to support someone in help, who needs help. Someone who's feeling very desperate about him or her own situation in life. But what we dish out, thinking out of good intention, is so-called advice. What you should do, what you shouldn't do, stop doing that. Sometimes it actually is the wrong kind of gift, wrong time.
Yes.
Because it makes the so-called the one in need more desperate, more unhappy, and more burdened. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's
when actually what is needed is a deep listening ear.
very true. Very true. That's a very good example. Thanks, Sister Shomi. Giving advice at the wrong time. Yeah, make our own judgment when that person actually needs it and when we should listen. Yeah, this one probably not so easy for some people. Some people just like to, I tell you already, don't get married, and that's why you have divorce now. Okay, thank you. Thanks for that. Okay, good example. Thanks, Sister Shomi. Anyone else would like to add examples? Okay, if not the fourth one, giving with a generous heart. Yeah, sometimes we give unwillingly. Maybe we give a little bit too much. Yeah. Oh no, I give a little bit too much. Maybe in your bank account you have like $1,000 and then you give away $950. You have $50 left in your bank account. I said, oh no, I can't eat for the next month. Yeah, I have to ration. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes we are overzealous, and then we want to give a lot. As a result, we don't have enough for ourselves. The last one, without denigrating himself and others. What could be the example of this? Let's say my friend is a little bit overweight, then we give him some fitness stuff. Go use this, and then, so that you get fitter. Probably it's just the way how we say it. If we say it so directly, go lose some weight. You need to, yeah, you need to be healthier. You need to be fitter. Well, maybe the intention is good, but it can be insulting to some people. So that's it. That are the 5 gifts of a superior person. Anything you'd like to add, or any questions? Okay, if not, we can continue. Sister Singhui, would you like to read?
Number 5, neutral support. Monks, Brahmins, and householders are very helpful to you. They provide you with the requisites of robes, alms food, lodgings, and medicines in time of sickness. And you, monks, are very helpful to Brahmins and householders as you teach them the Dharma that is good in the beginning, the middle, and the end. With the correct meaning and wordings, you proclaim the spiritual life in its fulfillment and complete purity. Thus, monks, this spiritual life is lived with mutual support for the purpose of crossing the flood and making a complete end of suffering.
Thanks, Sister Singhui. This is taken from ITBW 107. Okay, so this is where when the Buddha established the Sangha, and where lay people and the monastics can have, in modern world, we call this synergism of relationship of mutual benefits. So we lay people provide them, the monastics, with the 4 requisites. What are the 4 requisites? Robes, food, shelter, and medicine. And in turn, because we provide them with these 4 requisites, they are able to survive and teach us the Dharma. So we benefit from them as well. A relationship of mutual benefits. Okay, that's it for this sutta. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we will continue this one next time. Any questions or comments so far until?
Can I just ask what is the teach them the Dharma, which is good in the beginning, the middle, and the end?
This is a good question. I recall in the sutta itself it's not mentioned, but there are several commentaries explaining this. In the beginning, it could be when one just enters, getting started with Buddhism, and then they will be exposed to, let's say, on the sila, do good and be generous. And then in the middle, when they start to be exposed gradually to the path, and in the end, when they reach Nibbana. So it's different stages of Buddhism, the beginning, the middle, and the end. So wherever your disposition is, wherever your level at, is always good in that part. If you're already at the intermediate spiritual level, then it's good in the middle. The Dharma is good in the middle for you. If you're already at the advanced level, the Dharma is also good for you at the end. If you're just getting started, it's also good in the beginning. So the Dharma is good in all stages. At least that's the explanation that I read. Okay, that's a very good question. Thanks, Sister Singhui. Maybe after this we can research and then see if there are other explanations. But that's one of the explanations that I have read. Okay.
Does it mean that the end means when someone is at the end of their life?
I'm not too sure. It could be, but I haven't read any explanation that says that way. But that could be one way of interpreting it, maybe. Okay. Thanks for the question. Very good question. Anyone else would like to add or comment? Oh, any questions? Okay, if not, what Sister Chai Kwan like to do? Dedication.
回向，愿消三障除烦恼，愿得智慧真明了，不愿追障悉消除，世事常行菩萨道。阿弥陀佛。
Okay, thanks, Sister Chai Kwan. Till we meet again, may we be guided by the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Have a giving Monday ahead. And happy holiday for those who are still working.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.